Hello guys, what's going on? I am back with another video once again for you guys. Today's date is Tuesday, April the 20th, 2021. The time right now is 12:50 in the morning. I'm going to do the things I hate part 2. This is what this video is going to be. Part 2 of things I hate. So if you know my previous things I hate, I mentioned quite a few stuff off of my things I hate list that I have here on my phone. So I was actually able to put some more stuff down in here for things I hate. So I have more added to my list basically, which I'll mention some of those in this video. Now first off, before we get started, you probably might know if you look in the background, I have a TV in my room now. If you look, this is my TV. This is the TV that we used to have in the living room, but now that we have the 50-inch TV put out there now. You know, my mom had this TV in her room, but, you know, she said I could have it in here. So, it's my TV now. Here's the remote. And, I got YouTube on here. I got Netflix. You know, I can watch the news. I can do whatever I want. But mainly all I use this for is, like, you know, watching YouTube and stuff. So, I really like this. It's really cool. I'm currently looking at my YouTube channel on here now. I think my TV is really nice, so yep, I like it. We're gonna get on to the video here. This is gonna be, again, this is things I hate part 2, so let's get started into that now. I don't want to waste any more time, so we'll get started with things I hate part 2. So I have a lot of more things I'm gonna mention here in this video that I haven't mentioned last time, and I'll do another things I hate part 3 pretty soon as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Yeah, we'll get started here. So something I really can't stand. Okay, so we're moving on to things I hate. So something else I really hate, freaking getting ignored. I cannot stand getting ignored. It doesn't matter who's ignoring me. I just can't stand every time I get ignored. Whether, you know, I'm talking to somebody, maybe I'm asking them a question, or maybe I'm messaging them, I'm texting them or whatever, and they just don't reply back. You know, like, that's a perfect example of getting ignored. Like, don't you hate that when it happens? Like, you're trying to talk to somebody and they completely ignore you. Like, you freaking, don't you hate that? Like, come on. Like, seriously, I'm trying to talk to a person. You know, don't freaking ignore me. Like, seriously, like, freaking respond. There's also these people, you know, for example, let's say I send them a text message. You know, they read it, but they don't respond. Like, freaking come on. I'm talking to you. Respond back. I can't stand that. And sometimes when people are talking to me, like, for example, I'm saying hi to somebody. Hi, Felicity. You know, I'm saying hi to a person. You know, I'm saying hi to them. You know, I just made an example of that. And then they completely ignore me. You know, they know I'm saying hi to them. They see me wave and they look at me. But they just completely ignore me. Like, come on, I'm saying hi to you. Say hi back. Don't freaking ignore me. God, so freaking rude. I can't stand people freaking do that crap. And, like, you know, like, come on, I'm trying to talk to you. Don't freaking ignore me. Say something back, you know? Say hello back or whatever. You know? Come on, don't be freaking rude like that. Seriously, I hate that when people freaking ignore me. Something else I hate. Now, this is about school. I hate every time the freaking teacher randomly calls on me, even though I don't raise my hand. Like, don't you freaking hate this too? Like, you know, you're in class, alright? You're at school, you're in class. For example, let's say you're in social studies class, alright? So, you know, the teacher's going over an assignment, and she's going over the answers. So she is picking on students to, you know, fill out the answers. So you're not raising your hand, and the teacher still picks on you anyways. Oh, I'm going to choose Dale. Okay, Dale, how about you answer this? What did you put down for who wrote the Constitution? And freaking, like, freaking come on, like, why you gotta freaking call on me? I didn't raise my hand. Seriously, why are you freaking calling on me for? I did not raise my freaking hand. Seriously, teachers, stop freaking calling on me. I did not raise my damn hand. Like, God, I hate that when freaking teachers call on me like that. Like, come on. I did not raise my hand. And, you know, And most of the time when teachers call on me, I don't expect it. Like, I don't even know the answer. Or maybe I have the answer, but I'm afraid to get it wrong. Like, this happened in my Foundations of Government class. The teacher would, she would randomly call on me to give out the answer. There's been times where I've had the answer, and I was just really afraid it would be wrong. So I didn't want to say it. And there was also times where I didn't have the answer at all, and I would say, I don't have the answer for this yet. Like freaking God. Seriously, teachers, don't freaking call on students unless they raise their hand. If they raise their hand, then yeah, it's totally fine to call on them. But if they don't raise their hand, then don't freaking call on them. Seriously, by them not raising their hand, that basically means, teacher, don't call on me. I don't want to be called on. Seriously, God, I hate it when teachers freaking do that. Like, come on, don't freaking call on people. Something else I hate, Google moderators. Freaking Google moderators suck. Like, all they do is just delete people's comments for no reason. Comments that aren't even bad. Like, perfectly normal comments, and stupid Google moderators have to freaking remove those comments. Like, freaking what the hell? Like, why are you removing people's comments? Like, this happens in my live streams when, during my live streams, people are, they're saying stuff in the live chat. I'm trying to read it, and stupid Google moderators, they just remove those comments. Like, there's just one person, he was trying to say something to me in the live stream. He was trying to comment in the live chat, and the freaking Google moderators, like, they kept on freaking removing his damn comment. Like, come on. His comment's not even bad. It's not even bad, and freaking stupid Google moderators freaking remove it. Like, come on, stop freaking doing that. It's like freaking stupid. Like, come on. It's not even inappropriate. There's nothing bad about it. I would understand if the comment's inappropriate. It's not appropriate. Then maybe I would understand. But if it's a totally normal comment, if there's nothing inappropriate about it, then why freaking remove it? Why? That's just stupid and crap. Can't freaking stand these stupid Google moderators. They freaking suck. Freaking come on, like, stop freaking deleting comments, stupid Google moderators. Stop doing that. Only delete the comments that are actually inappropriate. Only the inappropriate comments you delete, not the normal comments. So people are trying to talk. I can't freaking read their comments because they get freaking removed by the stupid Google moderators. I'm sick of this crap. Something else I hate, when the internet disconnects. Oh my God, like, don't you freaking hate it when the freaking internet disconnects? Like, this, once in a great while, this will happen to me. It doesn't happen every single day, which I'm happy about, but once in a while it'll happen to me, when I'll go on my phone or my iPad, and it'll say to me, you are not connected to the internet. No internet connection. Freaking, I hate it every time that freaking happens. Like, freaking, I can't watch YouTube without internet. I can't do nothing without internet. All I could do is listen to music on my voice recordings on my phone. That's it. That's all I could do. Maybe I could make a video, but I couldn't post it to YouTube until the freaking internet comes on. I remember, there's this one time where, the internet freaking disconnected for no reason. There was nothing wrong with the freaking stupid internet disconnected. And, my mom was pissed off about it, too, because she was trying to watch TV. Then the freaking internet disconnected, and you know what? She couldn't watch TV. Freaking, God, it freaking sucks. Like, internet, stop freaking disconnecting. I want to watch YouTube. Come on. I can't freaking do that when the stupid internet disconnects. I freaking hate it when that crap happens. Like, come on. Stop freaking disconnecting, internet. Freaking seriously, that better not happen. I hope it doesn't happen. I'll be pissed if it happens. I freaking can't stand it. Like, I enjoy watching YouTube. So don't freaking disconnect, internet. Stay connected. God, seriously, I hate it. Every single time the stupid internet disconnects. You are not connected to the internet. Pfft. Shut the hell up. Stop freaking disconnecting. I'm sick and tired of that crap. Sometimes there's things that might make the internet go out, like a bad storm, rain, snow, a power outage even, that'll make the internet go out, Yeah, those things make the internet go out, but sometimes the internet just it just disconnects for no reason. Like, freaking, I can't freaking stand that crap every time that freaking happens. Like, it sucks. Like, seriously, stop freaking disconnecting, stupid internet. Something else I hate, cold weather. I cannot freaking stand cold weather. Like, you can't do nothing in cold weather. There's a lot more things you can do in the warmer weather, You know, in the cold weather, you can sled, you can ski, you can do those things. You can play out in the snow. You could go ice skating. Yeah, the only thing I enjoy doing, honestly, is sledding. But, what I hate is how the weather gets so freaking cold and, like, it's freezing cold. You gotta put on, like, you gotta put on a huge winter coat. You gotta have boots on, gloves or mittens. You gotta have a hat, maybe a scarf. Freaking, like, God, I don't want to freaking wear all that. And something else I freaking hate, like, it's like, it gets really cold sometimes, and, like, you gotta wake up in the morning for school, and it's freezing cold in your room. Like, don't you hate that? Like, that happens sometimes in the winter, when it's really cold, and, I have to go outside in the stupid bus stop, and it's freezing cold outside, and freaking, I'm freezing to death, like, I'm so freaking cold, like, come on. I hate cold weather, especially when it's windy, and it's cold at the same time. Like, God, it makes it even freaking worse when when it's windy outside. Like, don't you freaking hate it when it's so freaking cold outside? Something else about cold weather that freaking sucks. Like, like, let's say there's like there's water. There's like a big puddle on the ground. When the weather is like super cold, that'll turn into ice. And you can slip and fall on the ice, and you can hurt yourself. Like, freaking God, I hate that. Like, freaking, I remember one time, I was going to school one day. I was going to my school bus, and right as I was walking down the stairs, freaking boom, I slipped on ice right then. And God, like, it was so freaking painful, like, freaking, you're going to your bus stop, you slip on ice, woo! Ow, I slipped on ice. Oh. Like, that freaking sucks. It really does. Let me tell you, I cannot freaking stand slipping on freaking ice and crap. I hate it. And then, you're trying to go to your bus, but, you're limping and stuff because you're in pain. And then you end up missing your bus. Like, God, don't you hate that when you freaking slip on ice and the weather's so freaking cold outside you can't do nothing? There's not much things you can do in the cold weather, and you're freezing cold outside. You can get frostbite. Your hands are freezing. You're all red and stuff. Your ears are cold. I know sometimes when it's cold outside, my ears get cold. Don't you freaking hate that? And you get frostbite. Like, if you go outside barefoot in the winter when it's really cold, you can get frostbite from that. It freaking sucks. Something else I hate. Today's music. Friggin'. Oh my God, like, today's music freaking sucks. Now, I might have mentioned some of this in my last things I hate, but I'll mention it again. Just a lot of new music today is basically like trashy pop and stuff, and there's some new country today that's pretty good. But mainly the garbage music today is the new pop, the new rap, all of that is pretty much trash. There's nothing good about it. The artists use auto-tune nowadays, and, just, it's not the same no more. It's just, I remember back in the day, there used to be a lot of good songs that come out, but, they don't play them on the radio no more, which it really sucks. I mentioned this in my last video, like, come on, they gotta play the good songs in the radio again, and instead of doing that, they just play these new trashy songs. Like, I'm sick and tired of hearing today's new garbage music on the radio. Like, play the good songs again, please. Stop playing this stupid new garbage music. Modern music sucks. The radio stations need to start playing the old, awesome music again. Like 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, early 2010s, mid 2010s, even before 1980s. Awesome freaking music. Play that good music again. But now the music coming out today, basically almost every single artist freaking trash, except for Florida Georgia Line and Rob Thomas. Those are two of the only great artists who still make great songs. But other than that, there's artists who just their songs are crap now, Just music's not the same anymore, There's a lot of artists nowadays, and they use auto-tune in their music, and that just proves you have no talent, Auto-tune doesn't do nothing. Freaking seriously, just today's music sucks. Freaking... Something else I hate. Not being allowed to do certain things. I remember, this was before I moved into this apartment. I can remember when I was living in my uncle and my aunt's house. This was from November 2018 to April 2019, I remember. We weren't allowed to do certain things there because my aunt and my uncle, they had these stupid rules we had to follow. Number one, we couldn't have the windows open. We couldn't eat food in, the room we were in. We couldn't vacuum without permission. We couldn't freaking have the TV turned on at night. What else was there? We couldn't get the floor wet. We couldn't be too loud. Freaking God. Bunch of bullshit rules. Come on. Number one, what's bad about having the window open? Number two, why can't we freaking eat in the room? Come on, if we're hungry, we're gonna eat in the freaking small room. So stupid. What's so bad about that? Why the hell should we have to go downstairs in the kitchen to eat? That's just stupid. Why treat your family like that? Freaking number three, why can't we vacuum the floor? If the floor needs to be cleaned, it's got to be vacuumed. And, we weren't allowed to vacuum because it was too noisy. Freaking, come on, who cares? Vacuums are loud. Deal with it. If the floor needs to be cleaned, you got to vacuum it. Stupidest rule ever. And freaking, again, at nighttime, I remember my uncle, he yelled at me all because the TV was on at night. And, I was being really quiet, but he still yelled at me because he thought I was being too loud. I think I mentioned this in my I hate getting yelled at rant. Come on. Gotta treat people the way you want to freaking be treated, And there's certain things I wasn't allowed to do there. And it freaking sucked. And, there's some things I can't do here either that I was able to do at the old house. There's things I can't do here. I can't mow the lawn. I can't leaf blow. I can't, there's there's stuff I miss doing at the old house. I want to do here again. I remember mowing the lawn at the old house. You remember I used to make lawn mowing videos. I can't mow the lawn here no more. The neighbor does it. I want to mow the lawn again. Come on, I miss doing that. I remember I would use my Earthwise leaf blower at the old house after mowing the lawn. I want to, leaf blow again after mowing the lawn. That stuff is fun. I enjoy doing that. Why can't I do that no more? I can still vacuum. I can still, do all that. I also feel like I'm restricted on, using my fire alarms because my upstairs neighbor, Don, might yell at me. I'm afraid he'll yell at me if I have my alarm turned on for too long. Knowing him, he's nice now, but, who knows? He could become mean again if I turn on my fire alarm again, because it's loud, Except my chime strobe. My chime strobe is quiet. I might use my chime strobe instead, but, my horn strobe is, so loud and stuff. He doesn't like my horn strobe, so, he yelled at me, if you can remember that. Freaking God. He was, so mean. So I kind of feel like I'm not allowed to use my fire alarms as much now. Freaking sucks. It really does. Of course, I can use my fire alarms all I want. It's my right. They're not his alarms, they're my alarms, and I have a right of freedom to use them all I want to. If he doesn't like it, he can just move out of here or deal with it. Instead of, yelling at me about it and disrespecting me is not acceptable at all, come on. I can't freaking stand when I'm not allowed to do certain things that I really love to do, It freaking sucks. I hate that freaking bullcrap. It's not the same no more, when that crap happens. Something else I hate, getting unfriended by people on Facebook. This has happened to me quite a few times. It doesn't happen to me all the time, but sometimes it happens. I believe there was this one friend I had, and she freaking unfriended me. And freaking God, why you gotta freaking unfriend me for? Seriously, what was the purpose of that? Freaking why? Why unfriend me? What the hell did I do to you? God. She probably freaking did that to, piss me off or whatever. She just didn't want to be my friend no more. Well, fine. Don't be my freaking friend no more. You want to freaking unfriend me? Fine. I'm not going to like you no more either if you do that, So, if you're my Facebook friend, don't freaking unfriend me. Don't do that. That's not cool. Like, why do that? I'm just not going to continue being friends with you if you're going to do that, Just, seriously, don't freaking unfriend me. I hate that. This stupid person did that. She unfriended me. Like, come on, why? And my mom unfriended her too because I told her that she unfriended me, so she agreed to do the same thing. Teach her a lesson. Seriously, don't freaking unfriend me on Facebook. Don't freaking do that. Only ignorant people do that. Something else I hate. This is pretty much the same thing. People unsubscribing from my YouTube channel. I cannot freaking stand every time I lose subscribers on my YouTube channel. It doesn't happen all the time. It does happen. For example, I might look at my YouTube channel 1 minute and I'll have 299 subscribers. And then I'll look back a couple hours later and it'll say I have 276 subscribers. Like, freaking what the heck? I lost so many freaking subscribers. Like, I just nearly reached 300 subscribers and now, like, freaking people unsubscribe from me. Like, freaking, God, don't you hate that when people do that? Now, I know it's a stupid thing to hate on, but, I freaking hate it. I know you guys are probably going to agree with me on this. Like, don't freaking unsubscribe from people. The only times I would understand why you would unsubscribe from a person is if, their content sucks. If their content's really bad and they don't work hard in their videos, yeah, that's fine to unsubscribe from people if they're like that. But if a person's really good and they're working really hard on their content or, putting out a lot of good effort in their work, like, why unsubscribe from them? Like, seriously, don't freaking do that. I've had lots of people unsubscribe from my YouTube channel, and I hate it. Like, stop freaking doing that. Like, what's the point of subscribing if you're just gonna unsubscribe from me later on, Seriously, so if you're just gonna unsubscribe from me later on, then just don't subscribe to me at all. That's my advice to you. Seriously, stop freaking unsubscribing, you stupid idiots. Only ignorant haters do crap like that, Stop freaking doing that. Do not unfollow me on Instagram. Do not unfriend me on Facebook. Do not unsubscribe from my YouTube channel. Doing those things will make you not my friend no more. Don't freaking do that. It pisses me off. It hurts my feelings when I lose a friend. It's not okay. Freaking something else I hate, when I can't get something at the store that I really want. Like, don't you freaking hate that too? Like, so you're at the store with your mom or your dad, or maybe you're with both of your parents, and there's something at the store that you really want, and you ask your mom or your dad, "Hey, mommy, daddy, can I get this?" Sometimes they'll say yes, and other times they'll say no. Maybe it's because they either don't have enough money to buy it, they can't afford it, or they just don't want to buy it for you. No, I'm not going to buy this for you. Freaking, come on, I hate that. And then, you know what the kid's like when the parent says, "I can't buy this for you." They're going to they're going to cry like, "Wah! I want this. I want it so bad. Wah!" That's what it's like in crap, I remember one time, there was something at the store I really wanted. I told my mom, "Hey, I really want this so bad. Can you please buy it for me?" And she was like, "No, Dale, I'm sorry. I don't have enough money for this." Like, God, I hate that crap every time that freaking happens. I freaking hate it. Like, it sucks. Like, I understand, my mom can't afford it. It still sucks, though, especially for something I really want. Like, freaking, my mom can't afford it. Freaking hate that bull crap, And there's other times where, your parents, they probably do have the money. Now they can't afford it. However, they just don't want to buy it for you, They might be able to afford it, but they just can't. They don't want to buy it for you. "Hey, Mama, can I get this?" "No, son, you can't." Like, freaking why? Because I don't want to give it to you. Freaking come on. It's freaking stupid. You know, the only understandable part is if your parents can't afford it. That makes a little bit of sense. But if you're a parent and you're just not, you know, getting what they want, even though you can afford it, that's just freaking stupid. You know, get them what they want to get. Like, come on, make your kids happy. You know, do what makes your kids happy. You know? Freaking God, it just sucks. You know, when you can't get something you want at the store. It freaking really sucks. Food, you know, supplies, whatever you want to get at the store. You know, sometimes your mom can't get it for you. It freaking sucks so bad. It really freaking does. You know, I cannot stand that every time that happens to me where I can't get what I want to get at the store. Like, it freaking really freaking sucks. Like, it really does. Like, you know, come on. You know, I want to get this. You know, why can't I freaking get it? You know, it's not fair. It's just, it sucks, you know? It, like, sucks so freaking bad. Like, you know, come on. You know, something I really want to get, and, you know, my my mom can't afford it, or she just doesn't want to get it for me. Like, you know, freaking hate it when that crap happens. Like, it freaking sucks. Something else I hate it when freaking, I hate rain, you know? Rain freaking sucks. Like, you know, I understand that we need rain to help the plants, the flowers, you know, the grass, you know, it helps everything grow, right? But, you know, I basically just hate rain because I think that it makes everything depressing, and, you know, going outside, looking out your window, and seeing the rain coming down and everything wet and rain puddles everywhere, like, don't you just hate seeing that? Like, you know, I can't stand that. And there's some times where I have to go outside in the rain and I get wet. God, I freaking can't stand that crap. Like, come on. I hate freaking rain. If it's gonna rain, you know, just have it rain, you know, once in a while, you know, maybe a couple times a week. It depends on how much rain we need. But, you know, the thing in general, what I want to mention here is, you know, I just hate rain. It just freaking sucks. Like, you know, let's just say there's something that you really want to do outside, and then when it rains, that just might ruin your plan. You may have to just, you know, maybe do it inside. If you can't do it inside, then you just completely cancel it, or you postpone it for a day where it's nice outside, you know? It freaking sucks. This is why I can't stand rain, you know? And let's say, you know, there might be a fire drill in school one day, and then that day they want to do a fire drill, it freaking rains. Like, it just ruins the whole thing. Like, God, I hate that freaking crap. Like, come on. We were going to have a nice fire drill, but no, it had to freaking rain and ruin it. Can't stand that freaking crap. And sometimes you might fall in a pedal in the rain. Like, you'll say you're walking outside, you might slip and fall and get all wet, and you end up in a pedal, a rain pedal. Why am I saying pedal? What the hell? Puddle. Rain puddle. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so, don't you freaking hate it? Let's say you're walking and it's raining. You might have your umbrella with you, right? And you suddenly, you slip and fall and you end up in a rain puddle. Like, don't you freaking hate that? I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but if it does, that probably freaking sucks. It just never really happened to me a whole lot. I actually can't remember. There was one time where I was walking. I was getting home from school, and apparently I wasn't paying attention. There was a rain puddle, like, right below me, and I stepped in it. Got my freaking shoes and socks all wet. God, freaking sucked. I hated that when that freaking happened. You know, I got, you know, my shoes and my socks all wet. Luckily, I was coming home, though. But still, it freaking sucked. You know, seriously, I hate freaking rain. It makes everything all wet and depressing, and I just don't like that when that happens, you know. I like the weather to be nice, you know. I like it sunny, you know. Not too cold, not too hot. I just like it just right, you know. I don't like it freaking raining. If we're gonna have rain, at least have a thunderstorm to go with it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I like a thunderstorm, but I don't like freaking rain by itself. You know, rain sucks. It just ruins everything. And sometimes if you have a roof that might leak, you know, rain might leak through that, you know, and your ceiling might crumble. You know, that's not freaking good. That's why I hate rain when it rains. And your basement also might get flooded when it rains, you know. Freaking sucks. It really does. I can't stand that. It's like, come on. Why does it have to freaking rain? Friggin' something else I hate. When YouTube deletes people's comments for absolutely no reason. Now, this is similar to something I already mentioned in this video, but freaking God. This happens so much where YouTube freaking has to remove comments on my videos for no apparent reason. I've seen this happen on my other friends' videos as well, but it also happens to me. I cannot stand it. It's like freaking comments that aren't even bad and they get removed. Like, why? Why remove those comments? Like, there's nothing wrong with these YouTube comments. Why you gotta freaking remove them? For example, let's say I get notified that someone commented on my video, okay? So, the notification on my iPad that someone commented on my video popped up. I click on the comment to go to YouTube Studio, and then you know what it says after that? Comments not found. Like, freaking, are you kidding me? Freaking, because freaking stupid YouTube had to remove the stupid comment. And chances are, it's a possibility, the person, maybe he might have removed his comment. There's a slight possibility that could have happened too. But it's more likely YouTube did it, Honestly, I would highly doubt that someone would remove their comment they just made. I doubt that, I don't think that really happened. It's probably stupid YouTube that did it. Like, come on, YouTube. Why you gotta remove comments that people make on my videos? Like, they're trying to comment on my videos. They're trying to say stuff to me. Let them be able to speak. Stop freaking removing their comments. And then I don't know what they said because the freaking comment got deleted. Like, freaking sucks. It really does. I mean, freaking seriously, YouTube, stop freaking removing comments. I'm sick and tired of it. Come on. Comments that aren't even bad. Comments that are not even inappropriate. They're totally normal comments. People are just talking to me saying maybe how they agree with my video. Or maybe they're commenting, something like, oh, this is cool, And of course, even comments like that gets deleted by YouTube. Like, freaking why? It's freaking stupid. Like, stop freaking removing stupid comments on YouTube. YouTube needs to freaking stop doing that. Now, again, I understand if there's comments that are inappropriate, hate speech comments, nudity comments, death threat comments, any comments that are totally inappropriate, that I would understand why that would get removed. But if it's just a normal freaking comment, then why remove it? Why do that? There's other times where I'm actually looking at my YouTube video and I see someone commented, but then I check a few minutes later and that comment's gone because freaking YouTube had to freaking remove it. Like, it's freaking stupid. Like, why remove the comment? What's so bad about commenting on YouTube? There's nothing wrong about that. If the comment's not inappropriate, don't freaking remove it. Like, don't freaking do that. Only remove comments that are inappropriate. Only remove those kind of comments. If it's a normal comment, then don't freaking remove it, YouTube. Like, freaking seriously, stop freaking doing that. I'm sick and tired of it. It really needs to stop. Something else I hate, when I'm not able to go see my friend Colin, freaking God, it freaking sucks. Like, there's a lot of times where this has happened to me in the past, and I freaking hated it. In general, like, not being able to go see your friend, it freaking sucks. Because maybe they're busy with something, or they just don't want you over there. Whatever reason you can't come over, it's the worst feeling ever. Like, especially if I'm really looking forward to going out and seeing my friend, and then I find out I can't go see him. You know how freaking terrible that makes me feel? It hurts my feelings, it breaks my heart. I was looking forward to having a great day with my friend, but no, that freaking had to be ruined. My God, I cannot stand that. Every single time that happens to me, it just freaking sucks so bad. Like, come on. I want to see my friend. Let me go see him. Why the hell can't I go see him? Like, why? Freaking stupid. It's freaking dumb, I swear to God. Freaking, if I want to see my friend, freaking let me go see him. Don't keep me from going to see him. And freaking all that does is it just hurts my heart, It's all that freaking does, I can't freaking stand that. It's called being disrespectful, Something else I hate, animal/child abuse. I cannot stand animal and child abuse. Like, come on. Animals get abused by these ignorant faggots. You know, children are abused by their parents. It's unacceptable hearing about that all the time, man. Like, you know, for example, animals being abused. Absolutely freaking bullshit. You don't abuse animals. You know, they're humans too. Well, they have feelings too, you know? They have a heart just like you do. Don't freaking abuse them. I've seen videos before where animals, you know, had duct tape on their legs. You know, their ears might have been cut off. Like, God! That's freaking terrible! Who the fuck does shit like that? Like, whoever fucking did that, I want to freaking slash their goddamn fucking throats out. Freaking seriously, who the fuck abuses an animal? An innocent creature who did nothing wrong. Seriously. I hope all people who do that fucking die. I'm wishing death, but I don't freaking care. These fucking cocksuckers who do this need to freaking become dead. Like, who the hell abuses an animal? The God, freaking pisses me the hell off. You don't abuse living things. Like, come on, I've seen animals, a cat being set on fire, their tail was cut off, or whatever. Just totally terrible things happening to an animal. God, it's freaking horrible. I feel so bad for these animals having to go through this. All because of these fucking faggots. Oh, I'm gonna abuse this cat. I'm gonna set him on fire. Yeah! No, that's not freaking funny. That's not funny at all. You're abusing an animal. Wanna go to fucking jail? Yeah, I bet you do. Freaking bunch of stink cunts thinking it's funny to abuse animals. How would you like it if that was happening to you? You realize, you know, what pain you're putting them in when you're abusing them like that? You're putting them in so much freaking pain. You're abusing them. It's not freaking acceptable at all. I swear to God. Stop freaking abusing animals. You know, treat them with respect. You know, be nice to animals. They'll be nice to you if you're nice to them. But if you're gonna abuse them, and sometimes animals even die after getting abused, God, I hate hearing that. It's horrible. You know, it just hurts my heart. Like, animals don't deserve to die all because fucking faggots abuse them. Like, come on. I've heard a lot of things about animals getting abused. I'm not gonna mention any more. It's too much. And, you know, child abuse freaking sucks too. Like, you know, child abuse, you know, parents leaving their children locked in the hot car. Who the frick does that? Seriously. You want to kill your child doing that? You want to kill your children? Leave them in a really hot car, you know, and they're stuck in there and they can't do nothing about it? Seriously. You know? Even the infant babies, you know? Like, they can have a heat stroke and die if you do that. Like, don't freaking leave them in the damn car. Like, who the frick does that? Like, come on, you know you want to go to jail for doing that? Like, come on, it's not cool. You know? I've heard these stories about parents abusing their children, you know, slapping them, you know, hurting them in any way, shape, or form, similar to what I just mentioned with animal abuse. It's not okay. Cat abuse, dog abuse, human abuse, any abuse, it's unacceptable. None of that shit should be tolerated. If you think any of that abuse is okay, you should fucking go to hell too. With the people who abuse these innocent animals who did nothing wrong, you know, and, you know, little kids who did nothing wrong, but, you know, they got killed by their parents. I hate hearing that bullshit on the freaking news. I really do. It hurts me. It makes me feel like, you know, sometimes it even makes me cry hearing about that, you know? Innocent living things. Super innocent. And they're killed. Why does that happen? Because we have a lot of fucking sick douchebags in the world who have no respect for living things, that's why. You know? Seriously. How about we freaking break humans' legs if they abuse an animal's legs? That's what they get. Freaking come on. You don't hurt animals. You don't hurt any living things. You know? You treat animals with respect. You give them love. You feed them. You cherish them. Seriously, if you support animal, child abuse, if you support any of that, you really need to go fuck yourself. Seriously. You just know that now. You need to fuck yourself if you support any of that bullshit. You know, it needs to end. It needs to freaking stop. It's absolutely unacceptable. The people who do it belong in fucking hell, you know? They don't just deserve life in jail, they also deserve to be in hell for the eternity. You know, you don't abuse living things. You don't abuse, you know? Freaking a mother killing their child. You just had a child and you're gonna kill them? What the hell? What's the point of even having children or animals if you're just gonna abuse them, you know? Like, what's the damn point? If you're gonna have an animal or children, you need to treat them right. You gotta treat them nicely. You know, don't abuse them. You shouldn't have them at all if you're that kind of freaking scumbag. You know, freaking seriously. It just freaking pisses me off so damn much. Like, seriously, I hate it. You know, stop abusing living things who did nothing wrong. You know, they have feelings too, just like you do. When you're hurting them, you're putting them in pain. You're putting them in pain. You know, you're making them suffer when they don't even deserve that. You know, it's unacceptable. We gotta put an end to this now. Something else I hate, due dates on my schoolwork. Freaking my god. Realizing I have something due, freaking, that stresses me out so freaking much. Like, you know, there's times where, you know, I'll have an assignment posted in my Microsoft Teams. And especially if, you know, if it's an assignment that I really have trouble on, and I realize, oh, this assignment is due tomorrow morning. You know, freaking, that feeling is just so freaking stressful. Like, you know, like, seriously, that stresses me out so bad when I realize that, you know, I have an assignment that's due. You know, assignments in general being due, like, I freaking hate that. Like, come on, why does there have to be a stupid due date for a dumb assignment? You know, why can't we just have time to complete it as long as we need to? Now, something I do like, we do get extra time to finish our assignments even after the due date, but there's some teachers who, you know, assign these assignments, and, you know, they might be due at the end of class, and you haven't even finished them yet. Like, freaking god, I hate that. That happened in my Foundations of Government class, I remember. And, you know, there's even teachers who only allow you to finish the assignment, you know, while you're supposed to be doing it. You know, after it's due, you can't do it. That's even more stressful. And I remember during this online learning, like back in March last year, April, May, those months, I would have assignments that were due. It would be so stressful. I have to worry about turning all those in. It's just not a good feeling, and, you know, it just puts too much pressure on ourselves, you know? It just stresses us out so much. It just, you know, freaking seriously, come on. Due dates are freaking stupid. Like, what's the point of due dates? Like, come on. Give us all the time that we need to get the assignment done. Don't put a stupid due date there. You know? Like, why the hell should it have to be completed at a certain time? Like, why can't it just be completed any time needed? Instead of a freaking due date. Like, come on. Freaking stupid. You know, due dates are unnecessary. You know, stop assigning due dates. It's just unnecessary and stupid when teachers do that. Like, come on. Due dates are unnecessary. Stop putting due dates in. All they do is just stress everybody out and make them worry. You know, we're already in a pandemic. We're stressed out enough. And they're assigning these stupid due dates on our assignments. Freaking makes it even more stressful. It's unnecessary. Freaking god. These due dates need to freaking go away. I'm sick and tired of these dumb due dates on my assignments. Something else I hate racism. Racism freaking sucks, you know? Basically, racism is when a person is picked on all because of their skin color. You know, all because, oh, this person's black. Oh, he sucks. Like, come on. That's not cool. Like, who cares if that person's, you know, you're white and they're not. Who cares? They're a human too. You know? Like, God. Treat them with respect. You know, what did they do to you? They did nothing to you. You know, freaking, also, interracial couples. You know, there's nothing bad about a white guy dating a black woman. There's nothing wrong about that. Ew, that guy is dating a black girl? Ew, that's gross. Like, freaking, no, it's not. What's so bad about it? It's only skin color. Why the hell should that matter? It's only skin color. Who cares what color your skin is? Like, so what if you wanted to marry a black girl or whatever? Who cares? You know? There's nothing bad about doing that. Seriously. Why does it matter? We're all freaking human. There's no difference. Whether you're white or you're black, there's no freaking difference. You know, so why would it matter? It doesn't matter at all. Like, come on. You know, people in general getting picked on because of their skin color, you know? It's unacceptable. It needs to freaking stop. Like, freaking people having to prepay at a restaurant all because they're black. Everyone else, all the other white customers in there, they get treated normally, but only the black people have to prepay. Like, why? Why treat them like that? That's just bullcrap. Oh, we've had problems with these kind of people before. Come on. That's being totally disrespectful to black people. And it's unacceptable. It really is. It's called being racist. You know? Freaking, it's bullcrap. You know? And it's even possible to be racist to white people too, you know? Oh, we're the black gang. There's no white people allowed. You know, white people suck. That's incredibly racist. Who cares what color your damn skin is? Coca-Cola said, be less white. That's racist. I still love Coke very much, but, you know, Coke is racist because they said to be less white. Come on. Try to be less white. Oh, if you're in the club and you're black, you can't come in. Like, come on, why not? It's only a skin color. Who cares what color your skin is? Stop disrespecting people all because their skin color is different. You're being a scumbag. You're being ignorant when you're like that. You know? You know? Like, racism freaking sucks. Like, who cares what color a person's skin is? Interracial couples, there's nothing wrong with that. You know? A white person being a friend with a black person, there's nothing wrong with that at all. How the hell is that bad? It's not bad at all. Only faggots say that stuff is bad. But it's not bad. What's so bad about it? Nothing. We're all alike. We're all equal. We're all human beings. You know, we're the same freaking species. So, what's the freaking difference? Nothing. There's no difference. Like, God, your freaking racism sucks. I hate it. You know, it needs to freaking end. You know, I hate racism. And freaking, like, come on. Put an end to that bullshit. Seriously. Stop disrespecting people all because of what their race is. What their skin color is. Oh, you know, freaking, he's African American. Oh, he's not allowed in the club. Come on, why not? He's only, like, who cares if he's black? Like, who cares? He's still a human being. He still deserves respect. You know, he did nothing wrong. You know? Freaking stupid, I swear to God. You know, white people or black people, you know, doesn't matter. They should all be treated with respect. You know, we should all be treated with respect. You know? Seriously, only racist cocksuckers, only racist piece of shit faggots are the ones who would disagree with me on this whole thing. You know? Like, seriously, racism freaking sucks. You know, we gotta put an end to it. So, yeah. So, this is my Things I Hate Part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna end it here. I know this one's a little longer than my previous one. But I just had quite a few things I wanted to mention in this Things I Hate, so I hope you enjoyed it. I also want to apologize if there's any people in here who don't like cursing. If you're offended by it, I apologize, but I just want to let you know I get pissed off over things. It makes me so mad I have to let the curse words out. I have to do it. So I hope you can understand that part. But anyways, guys, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the rant. Hope you enjoyed the Things I Hate Part 2. I'll do a Things I Hate Part 3 pretty soon. I don't know exactly when I'll do my Part 3 of Things I Hate, but maybe I'll do it this weekend, maybe a little sooner. We'll have to wait and find out, but this is my Things I Hate Part 2 video. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I didn't scream a lot like I did in my last one because it's like, it's morning. I don't want to be too loud because people are asleep. But, so yeah, this is the Things I Hate Part 2. Hope all of you enjoyed it, and be sure to have an awesome rest of your day. And I'll do my Things I Hate Part 3 pretty soon, so make sure you stay tuned for it. I hope you enjoyed my Things I Hate Part 1. Make sure you check that out. And hope you enjoyed this video here. This is Things I Hate Part 2. So, if you enjoyed this, please give it a like. You can make some comments in the comment section below. And have an awesome rest of your day, everybody. And remember, Things I Hate Part 3 is coming up. I'm adding more things to my Things I Hate list.